Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brandon Kavaz, and we're back with the second episode of Khaversations. I don't know what that was, bro. I was trying to make a sound. I forget that I always just add that like in post. But today we're back with another episode, and we're talking about two things. It's the it's the song I'm releasing this week, and also the brand. There's a lot of changes that we're going through. That's why I have a shirt and tie on because it's all business. The whole year, everything's just pure business. But first, so I say it's ukudlala. So if you want ukudlala, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. But ain't no time for games. And also, this is Coca Cola. This is Coca Cola. I just don't have like normal glasses like a normal person. I just have wine glasses. So I drink Coke in a wine glass. I go on a drug. Ma, I know you might see this. I don't do drugs. Okay. So the first thing that I just want to talk about is the song that we're releasing this week. So here's another like important piece of information. So what I have planned for the year is I want to release a song every week. That is gonna be so tough, right? But I already have I have a lot of songs already that I haven't released, but I need to also just be making like music so that I can release a song weekly. And it's not about it don't be mood this time around. It's actually about something else. It's about business. Man, it's a business. I'm talking about like I know everybody has someone like this in their lives, right? Maybe it could be the fourth quarter, right? It's December. Everybody's enjoying their life, and this person realizes, hey, I kind of wasted like the whole year. I didn't do anything. So next year I want to lock in. But as soon as uqala unyaka, I don't know, all that locking shit, bro. But as soon as uqala unyaka, niggas forget how to lock in. It's crazy. Like I have a friend. Forgive me, Brody. I'm not gonna say your name, but you know yourself. I have a friend, bro. He was talking about. He was talking about. I just had to check if I'm recording, but he was talking about just working on his health. He said he want to start going to the gym, you know, working out, all of that shit. But you know what's crazy, bro? I got to check and she push up a lot of Nyanga, and we're about like what 12 days into the year. Like I know we still got like a lot of time, but when it comes to a lot of things, especially like as we get older, it's really important to make sure you do the things that you do because in some instances you can make up your mind about what could like possibly improve your life, but you end up not doing it because of I don't know, maybe you just a bitch. I hope the because I'm wearing leather. I hope you guys don't hear it because listen. I hope that's not audible, bro. I really hope that's not audible. But yeah, back to my nigga. So this is a video for you, bro. So like the song I released last week, it was great. It was about a woman that I loved, and it didn't work out. Ugh, my life. But now I'm actually talking about something else and talking about like just like self improvement and also just holding yourself accountable. Because like I don't know why, right? I don't know where this idea comes from, but some people believe that you should run away from responsibility if you could, and I don't think that's the case, bro. Like I feel like if um if you make up your mind about something that you have to do and you understand why you have to do it, it's really important that you actually see that shit through. You can't make up your mind about going to the gym, locking in, and then as soon as the year starts, hey, you're back to just you doing whatever you were doing the previous year. Usijwayela kabi. Yabo, usijwayela nje, yabo, usihloniphe. And I just want to make I just want to release the song that I'm releasing this week. I think I released the song probably on Friday. Yeah, so the song I'm releasing is called 2026. Self-explanatory, right? So it's so the chorus it's like 2026 for 2 hours 26. I ain't felt this young since I was probably 6, and I broke up with my bitch. Ain't got nothing to prove, but still I prove it. Okay, I think I messed up the lyrics there. It has to be the coke. Yeah, it has to be the coke, man. So that whole idea, it stems from like just being on your shit. That's why I have a tie right now and a shirt, and I'm just locked in, and I just want to show guys because I feel like sometimes, it's easier for people to like be on their shit if they are around someone who's always on that shit, and that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm gonna just stay, just stay giving people bangers, songs, bow. It's a new song this week, bow. It's about that. It's about this. But I just want to show people that consistency and also just like dedication, it can really take you far in life, bro. It hasn't taken me anywhere yet. It's really important that I emphasize the yet. But I'm really sure it's gonna take me somewhere at some point, you know, because for me, there's nothing more important than just like goals and success. In the past, it was goals, success, and sex, but I think I've grown. I no longer um, I no longer play those type of games anymore. I'm locked in. And also, what also helped me, it helped me lock in was something I heard. I think I saw it on Twitter. I saw this shit on Twitter. They said that your flesh is trying to take you to hell, but it's not coming with you, or something along those lines, right? And that got me thinking, bro, like about pleasure and leisure, and what we should do with the time that we have. Because in most cases, when people have time on their hands, they tend to think it's free time. It is not, bro. It's time to actually get some shit done, work out, do that one thing you wanted to do, even if it was doing a couple of backflips. Step outside, do them backflips, bro. And, like, the it's really important to start as soon as you possibly can, because the thing is, at any point in your life, when you actually think, it's always better to start soon. Like, the sooner you start, the better. You get me? Because if you say, oh man, I can't start this year because I'm just going through a lot, you will always be going through something. But it's important that you stay on business. You stick to the things that you say you needed to do. And that's the vibe I'm on. So even with the song 2026, it's me just emphasizing the fact that if you want to play games with your time, don't come around me and try to play some games, bro. I'm not discussing what I'm saying. Serious kakhulu kulo nyaka vese yabo leyo nto leyo, like goal number 1 sewugawule bah, so sharp pants, goal number 2 bah, and then by the time we look up, we'll have, okay, maybe we'll have a lot, bro. I don't know what it is. Maybe it will be money, maybe it will be success, maybe it will just be progress, but we'll have something. And that's why it's so important to actually start doing whatever it is that you said you wanted to do last year. You still have some time, bro. You have more than, I think, 330 days. You can still lock in, brother. You know yourself. You know yourself, Brody. So I need you to stay on business, bro. And push up. Even if it's all 5 a day, bro. Just do that shit. Because, and I think this also applies just for like everybody, not just like men in general. You have to get used to adversity, right? You can't run from like adversity or pressure, because once you do that, bro, you know what I said the last time. I said, but like deadass, you have to put yourself in positions where you could possibly take a loss and know how to take a loss. I'm not good with taking losses, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, something. Like I feel like it's important to know how to take a loss, but it takes time to learn that shit, bro. I'll tell you that much, because I don't know how to take a loss. I think I don't like losing, right? And because I don't like losing, I tend to put myself in a lot of positions where if I take a loss, it's gonna sting, and it always stings. But I feel like I get better. It's like a buff, like I take this L, I'm like, I hold it, but I'm coming back better. And that's the thing about like, even like working out, I feel like it's the simplest form of just like understanding that mentality. There's this guy with David Goggins, bro. He always says, who's gonna carry the boats? So I'll tell him, oh my God, it's raining. I hope that's not audible. But I'll tell him, if you can't do 5 push-ups, who's gonna carry the fucking boats, nigga? It's definitely not gonna be you, bro. With your weak ass. But the thing about working out is you push yourself, you lose every day. Like maybe you have a PR you want to hit, or maybe there's a workout you want to try. Every time you try that shit, it doesn't feel good, and that teaches you something, bro. It makes you a better and stronger man, and I feel like it's always that's something that should always be important. You should always want to be just like better, you know, every day. Just improving bit by bit. Because even like with me in the past, I used to I used to hate like taking small steps. I wanted to make everything grand and big. I think it's an ego thing, right? I wanted to just do everything as big as possible. And that kind of put me in a position where I would just like disappear. Oh, hey, hey bro, come back, bro. Dog, yo, fuck. Yeah, my apologies on the interruption. I just had to sort something out with my clothes. I had some clothes on the rooftop, so it started raining. So I had to go and get those. But I think I've said enough about the song, right? I want to move on and address the second thing, of which is the brand. But there's something more important that I just want to talk about. So I'll just keep this brief, right? So I'm not sure if you guys know, but some people already know. I'm part of a creative hub called. This is the reason why we're branding, by the way. This is the reason why we're changing names. It is called Deity, Deity, right? Deity. I think that's really audible, Deity. But the reason why we had to rebrand is because that became the whole thing. People were struggling to say the word deity. People were saying deity, diet, dirt, right? So we had to change, but we're not changing the message because I'll also explain the message in a few. So the name that we've chosen for ourselves now is NUMEN. Oh, fuck, I'm using the wrong I'm using the wrong hand. It's NUMEN, right? Of which is basically the same thing. It's synonymous, right? NUMEN is synonymous with deity. But the reason why we had to change to NUMEN because we needed something that is easier on the tongue. Because if we have a creative hub that has merch, that has music and videos and all of that, I feel like it makes it that much easier for us to sell what we're selling if people could pronounce it, right? So it's no longer deity, it's NUMEN, synonymous, it's the same thing. And we'll also be releasing 2 new designs to celebrate the rebrand. And the whole idea behind the name, it goes hand in hand with what I'm saying today about just sticking to what you said you were going to do. Because in most cases, when you're doing anything creative, you're exercising your divine nature. There's this line from the Bible that I really love, and it says it's quite simple. We're made in God's image, right? And since we're made in His image, we're not God. We should never try and play God. But since we're made in His image, we have divine nature to us. We have divinity within us, right? And since we have that, we have to exercise that by maybe being creative, or it could be anything. When I say creative, I don't mean you have to write a song, a poem, or whatever. It could be anything that's fruitful and good for the people around you and also yourself. And that's the whole idea with the Creative Hub. It is to bring people together and see them do better together as a collective. Which brings me to something that's really bothering me right now. What is wrong with some of the men in this country? And I'm not talking about just like anybody. I'm talking about the abusers. Like, I see some of the things that some of you guys do to the women that we love and cherish, and I start wondering, like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Like, there's this story as I'm shooting this episode that's going around right now. This thing abused this girl, and it's always, the thing is, abusers, bro, don't even look like abusers. It's always the weak and just pathetic men, bro. Like, what's wrong with y'all, bro? Like, Nikuli Soba. Like, some of you guys treat women as if you didn't even grow up like around women, like you don't even have a mother. You just came from like two men. Cause how you gonna beat on a woman like that? And it's always the same excuse that I hear from abusers. A nigga will say, "Yeah, but the reason why I beat her up is because she made me mad. The reason why, nigga, we make you mad every day. You don't swing on us, but ooh, Chedako make show one thing. You start swinging. I don't know what we could do about this, but I feel like, cause I remember, I think about 2 months ago, a month ago, we had some motion towards like maybe change, and I don't know what the government did about that, and I don't think it's enough. I don't think we're doing enough as men, and also as just like a society, I guess. And I know that maybe it's because we just don't have the power to do enough, but I think in cases like this, bro, we gotta start treating like dogs as fucking dogs. Yeah, bro. Like if you feel like it's okay to abuse and beat on a woman, then my nigga, it's definitely okay for us to beat your ass up. You understand? It's also very okay for us to just like take matters into our own hands and start just like pummeling the fuck out of every abuser we find. Cause this is getting ridiculous, bro. Every other week it's a new story. Oh yeah, two girls were murdered because guys da da da. Oh yeah, and you see, the reason why this shit pisses me off so much is because I have four sisters, right? And even like right now, I'm also dealing with something heavy with one of my sisters. Something tragic happened. It was also men, and because I'm in Johannesburg and my family's in Durban, I couldn't be there to protect them. But like, yeah, this is kind of tough for me. But it's like we gotta find ways to make a difference. We can't go on like this, bro. Because now the thing is, we've started waging wars within like the community, and it's some men that defend this. Yeah, but also women beat up men, and you motherfucker, you dumb as hell for that shit. Because it says GBV, gender based violence. Siyakubala now lapho. And the reason why we're not making this about men is because majority of these cases is the other way around. It's um, men inflicting violence on women. I get it. When women beat up men, that's just as wrong as men beating up women. But the majority, the numbers, bro, the numbers. That's what we're talking about. Like, you can't, you can't be out here defending all of Abaganja Bashaban Besfazani just because. I don't even know why, bro. Maybe if you defend that, maybe you could just slide on the comment. Maybe you could just